So in our previous video, we talked about the structure of the board being the Legal Services Board, which is responsible for regulating the legal profession and setting up rules for legal education and the requirements to become an attorney at law. Now we want to turn our heads to a discussion on who could be admitted to practice law in the Cayman Islands. Generally speaking, you have to be a Caymanian or a work permit holder who's working for a firm in Cayman, or the holder of a PR with rights to work certificate. The final two categories of persons who may be admitted to practice law are: one, a person who is ordinarily resident in another jurisdiction, or two, a person who benefits from the Immigration Transition Law Amendment 2018. We may not know what the details of the Immigration Transition Law 2018 are because we haven't heard of it in that way. We know the regulations that have been issued under that, which are the Global Citizenship Program requirements. In that case, a person could work for a branch of a firm overseas, come to Cayman and work remotely from home. And in that way, they benefit from having the Global Citizen Certificate and also working from Cayman for the branch of a firm overseas. Under the Global Citizen Program, a person is only required to stay in Cayman for 90 days. During that 90-day period, that person could do interviews and secure a contract. When that 90 days is up and it's time for that person to leave, they could come back to Cayman and work for that Cayman firm with a contract in place. My concern is whether or not that creates a level playing field for qualified Caymanians who are seeking a job for the first time in a law firm, or who already have a job in a law firm and are seeking promotion. The fact is, an attorney who's working remotely in Cayman for a branch overseas only needs to stay in Cayman for 90 days to meet the requirements of a Global Citizen Program. After that 90 days, he or she could come back and displace a Caymanian. I believe that the inclusion of this category of persons as being able to be admitted to practice under the Legal Services Bill may have been an oversight, and perhaps during the deliberations in the Legislative Assembly, they may decide to exclude that provision. I think that the exclusion of the provision may, in fact, level the playing field in this area.